Once again, this is not financial advice. We are not financial advisors at all. We're just two dudes in a garage.
No degrees, nothing. No degrees. It's not happening for us.
Yeah, I did not go to Merrill Lynch or any of these fancy stock. I was not part of the Wall Street stock market. I am not a wolf of Wall Street.
Technically, there is no school for crypto because it's so new, right?
So technically, we have PhDs right now in crypto because we're probably the only, let's say, 3-4% in the world that actually understand, have a slight comprehension in what cryptocurrency is and the capabilities it can bring in the near future as far as evolution in the economy and also the way we live life. But onward, Moon River. So we're taking a look at Moon River. Moon River's sitting at 199.23 cents. It's up 0.74%. Let's go down here to the year to date. It IPO'd at $96, dipped down to 75, and within a matter, in the midst of 30 days, it hit $479. It peaked, and yes, whales did their thing. It sold off. Everyone's gonna sell off and take profits when you buy at 76 and it goes to 479. Yeah. You got to be a madman not to sell on that. But it dipped down to $234 and it rose again in October. End of October was interesting because you get to see a lot of these cryptos pump in late October. It was interesting to watch. I was not expecting that, but then again, no one really knows because I'm new to crypto, so I didn't know.
Educated guesses.
Yeah, educated guesses, and it's just live and learn, I guess. Yeah, so. Yeah, it kept trading around 400 to 350 for, so let's like that October to November 26th. And in November, early December, everything took a dip. Every altcoin that pretty much was new or just didn't have a solid game plan set up took a dip. It dropped down to
people getting nervous selling
180, 177, and it's sitting at 199 right now. So we're looking at a 55 to 60% dip in this, but looking at the numbers, I mean,
so why do you think it's a good amazing project?
Well, let me tell you why it's a good project.
I'm here to learn.
Moon River is the Ethereum compatible smart chain parachain with Kusama. So what is Kusama?
I honestly think that you would know more than me, so I think it's probably better just to go for it, man.
All right. It's intended to be a companion network to Moonbeam, where it provides permanently incentive canary networks. New codes will ship to Moon River first, where it can test and verify under real economic conditions. So it's literally testing it on the fly pretty much, because it's running and it's correcting itself, the code and all its errors. And once proven, the same code will ship to Moonbeam and Polkadot, which we just talked about. Polkadot. Cool. Polkadot is like an amazing network. It's pumped so hard. So we talked about that last podcast, which is amazing. It does this by providing a full EVM implementation of Web3 compatible API and bridges the connect Moon River to existing Ethereum network. So Ethereum, we all know Ethereum is not phased by any FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt.
That's what you want to be connected to, basically.
Yeah, so Ethereum is like the godfather of altcoins. It is Papa. So this allows developers to deploy existing Solidity smart chain contracts of DApps, pretty much smart contract apps, decentralized apps fronted by Moon River with minimal changes.
So you like that the max supply is kind of low?
Yeah, let's go to that. Hang on. That's what really drove me into this thing. It was like, dude, it's less than Bitcoin. And it's really hyped.
Yeah, it has a promise.
Yep. It's not like Bitcoin, which is just like, oh, we're cool.
Look at that. The return, the ROI is too high. It has no data.
Yeah. So, looking at the Moon River ROI, return on investment as of today, is unreadable because no computer can calculate how much gains you've made. Just kidding.
You're literally just wrapped in diamonds. It's just
You're just like a pharaoh at this point, an Egyptian pharaoh in a tomb. You know what I mean? So circulating supply currently is 2.5 million Moon River coins tokens. Total supply ever, max supply, will be 10 million Moon River, which is the total supply. There's a little bit extra, but it's mainly for mining and running the support network on the ledger. So that's what really attracts me to this token is like, yeah, you can do a sheeb, a sheeb is like trillions of coins. That's cool. A community's gonna back it. You got momentum. But what happens when Moon River gets momentum? What happens when, you know, uh, Moonbeam and Polkadot start running? And this takes me back to the here's why the demand of Moon River could rise as Chainlink integrates begins.
And this is this week. So
Yeah, this was this week. This is published December 2nd by CoinMarketCap. So let's see. I'll give you the rundown real quick. It's really quick. Polkadot smart contract parachain Moonbeam recently announced the native integration of Chainlink price fed on Moonriver, making a pivotal moment to the project, building the Kusama ecosystem. I love ecosystems. Have I told you how much I love ecosystems? Ecosystems are so easy. You don't have to go here. You don't have to go there. It's right in front of you, and it's one click away. That's what an ecosystem is. One click, maybe 2 clicks, depending on how they set up their app.
You've really sold me.
Moonriver is a layer of one Ethereum compatible parachain connected to Kusama and apparently incentivized Canary Network to Moonbeam. Following the news of Chainlink's price fed officially went live on mainnet, market watchers are speculating Moonriver price could pump with the integration of unlocking major functionalities like lending, borrowing, sophisticating trading applications. That they just said that's the definition of DApps, decentralized apps. I mean, literally lending, borrowing. That sounds like my bank, except, my bank doesn't let me invest with them unless, I have, tons
NFT Mona Lisas.
Unless I have NFT Mona Lisas and I have a serious bankroll. But I wasn't even thought of when banks came out, so I couldn't be an early adopter of bank systems. But yeah, so as far as this is my second runaround in life. I think I've been reincarnated to do this. But lending, borrowing, and sophisticated trading applications. So they're telling me that they're going to be a bank system. They're going to let you borrow money on leverage with your cryptocurrency, and it's going to be a sophisticated trading application, which is going to be like. It can be NFTs, it can be crypto, it can be a platform where you can go. So tells me they have a game plan. Now, this is all pretty much white paper right now. It's not in effect. It's a promise they've given you. What does this integration mean? Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle network that brings real-time data to smart contracts at speeds of their native blockchain, including retrieving and so on and so on.
So basically, I do like this project. I want like a good strategy is if you see, a project that is in the top 10, top 20, and then this is like basically like a side chain, whatever, supplementation, right? Is, to get in on that, is sort of a no brainer. If you really do have conviction, like for Polkadot, if you like Polkadot, then this is an awesome, but also, it's like Polkadot's great, but it's connecting to Ethereum, and you got to really look at that and go, okay, that's something I'm interested in. So really, just it's a good strategy overall in the crypto market to be looking at supplemental chains and huge added functionalities like this. I do like that. Once again, I haven't completely looked into this myself. I like what Leo's looking at here. I've heard and I've seen some research done on this, so I do know a little bit about it, and I did initially like it, but I haven't totally gone super deep into it. But I'm liking what I see so far. I do like the max. I was really shocked to see that it started out so high. I think sometimes when it's like that, they're really trying to show there is some value, and instead of just selling it for $2, they're like, no, we know what we're worth, and this is what you're paying. And hopefully it's a very legitimate project, because that would feel horrifying. But yeah, I think it's a good one, and I do like it. A lot of people are thinking this thing's gonna pop off. Time frame, like the next 6 months, year. I mean, any thoughts? I mean, there's no way of knowing, but at the same time, some projects that are on their way, sometimes you can kind of have a general time idea. I don't think we really know with this one, but I think this is a good example too of like, okay, you have your bet in, you have a, you know, a good feeling about Polkadot or Ethereum or whatever, and then maybe you just have to hold it for a while because it really is promising. It's going to be good and it's going to pop off later, but that's where the patience come in. A lot of people, you know, they want to make money in a month or two, and it's not the way to do it, honestly. Like, patience is always going to reward you in crypto. Over people that just want to sell or panic sell, or, oh my gosh, I bought it and I lost a couple of dollars. Well, if it's a good project, like, keep it, you know, like you're going to be rewarded. And another kind of general thought that I had is I think this is a good example of like just not being a maximalist, a maxi, they call it, on any coin, because there is a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of projects. There's a lot of legitimate good ones. And like, if you're just an Ethereum maxi or a Bitcoin maxi, I mean, you do you. If you want to be that, that's cool. But I do think like diversifying, at least having a couple of coins that you can see like into the future. Like I've kind of said in the first podcast, the more you're around, the more you can start to see it. You go, okay, cool. Like I have this, I have that. I kind of understand this. So this is the next thing on, you know, Polkadot, Kusama, whatever. It's like, well, very obvious in 3 months or 9 months or whatever that this is going to do very well for me. Yeah, so I think the maximalist approach is just definitely not the way to go, in the sense of like being an entrepreneur, you know, and being an investor, like a savvy investor, is like, I don't want to stick my money all into Bitcoin and then like shut the door and just leave. It's like, it's kind of boring. I mean, once again, you can do that. You can actually do pretty well. But yeah, it's kind of just my thoughts on maxis and maximalists.
Yeah, no one ever knows. It's anybody's guess. But my money's on this guess. Full disclosure, I have bought some of this Moon River on this dip, and I am not. Once again, I'm gonna reiterate this: we are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. We're just two dudes in the garage having fun, having a good time, talking about crypto, what we enjoy, what, you know, maybe less than 10% of the population talk about.
There's literally no school to become a financial advisor for this. I just want to point that out.
You just got schooled by the expert.
There we go. Yeah, it is so funny that there's no such thing as a financial advisor. Well, yeah, is there an online webinar? Like, I haven't found it yet. I'm still looking for it. I want to be the financial advisor. I can't even do it, dude. I can't even be that guy. Where is he?
So, so I'm gonna knight you as a PhD, postgraduate, doctorate in PhD, pseudo PhD, kryptonic. The crypto gods, you know, have knighted you to be the spokesman to the crypto. You have been knighted. Yeah, there you go. So honestly, yeah, it's anybody's guess. Nobody knows what's gonna happen unless you're a whale. If you're a whale, you know you can control. It goes with the pretty much real life scenario. If you're a multi-billionaire, you can control markets. You can, you know, you can scare people out of it. You can pump people into it. And that's what it comes down to. But you also have to educate yourself and have a gut instinct of like, okay, this seems somewhat legit. I'm going to put some funds aside for this and, you know, move on.
There is kind of like something about like time allocation, right? There's only so much time you have. And if you've done research into other projects and this and that, like, you can really get into the projects and, you know, start building and working and becoming a coder and this and that to really understand the projects. And that's legitimate. Like, you know, hats off to you if you want to do that. But there, you know, if there's, you know, 500 projects, like, you realistically can't do that. So you gotta make educated guesses and talk to people and try to get like a really good idea of, okay, is this a good project? And I think we've pointed out some, you know, statistical, hypothetical, like the best guesses, right? It's like, yes, this does definitely seem like it's a step in the right direction. There's a lot of good selling points to why this is a good investment. And I think that's, you know, it's the best you could do. You could do a little bit better doing a little more research, but I think that's great. I think it's a good buy on the dip. So, yep. Good job, Leo.
Thank you, Alex. And I just want, you know, it's what's today's date? Let me look at this real quick. December 8th, 2021. Moon River's ranked at 146th in the top cryptocurrency. I want to touch back on this cryptocurrency. I want to talk about it a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. And hey, it may be ranked in top 10, top 20 era, may be back in the 2000 era, may be gone. You know what I mean? So
And a lot of people are
a lot of people are talking about it. There's 109, almost 110,000 people on CoinMarketCap that
on their watch list.
have the little star here as a favorite, as a watch list.
And saying something important.
It's very important and it's talked about. And I just love that we got this discount. It's tragic for people that bought at 475 at the top, but I always talk about this. Sometimes the pumps you can't buy on the green candlesticks because you're gonna get left holding the bag. And I'm sorry, but there's some people out there that are looking at this like, damn, I'm like 60% negative on this. What am I gonna do? You average cost down, or you just hodl on, buddy.
Yeah. Once again, it really just depends on your perspective. Like, it's very easy to get bummed out, but if you're holding it for 9 months, you don't really care that it went down because the whole market went down. Moon River's not hurting, right? Like the whole financial market, crypto and non-crypto financial market's hurting. So it's okay. Like, you love that there's a reason that it's not that Moon River sucks. It's every 10 other reasons that the price is down, because that means that Moon River will go back up when everything is good, right? So that's kind of the way my pseudo PhD is telling me. Anything else on Moon River? We want to move on
Real quick.
Okay.
Once again, what does $199.23 mean? Well, I'll tell you what it means. Let's look at market caps because it's an easy way to average out any company, any coin. Started off at 719 million.
Did it?
Well, this is when it got introduced, but
Okay.
then this is the ICO,
Gotcha.
and then
Yeah.
it dripped down to 450 million. We're talking about 450 million. We're talking about, there's coins out there, there's shit coins out there that are billions of dollars. You know what I mean? So if you don't know what I mean, please look that up. Please do your own research. But the
There's a lot of
peak,
trash.
yeah, there's a lot of trash out there, and like the peak of this. Let's see if I can get into this.
People be buying on TikTok and
Yeah,
Instagram hype.
people buy all kinds of hypes. You know, like I said, buy the rumors, sell the news, get left holding the bag. So the highest point was 995 million people. It hasn't even broke into a billion.
It's pretty wild.
And what happens when it breaks into a billion and, you know, Moonbeam and Polkadot start running this and it hits 2 billion, 5 billion, 10 billion. Oh, let's get juicier. 50 to 70 billion.
All right, calm down. You need like 3 years on that one at least. Bad.
3 years or a shit ton of hype. I mean, I've seen shit coins pump up higher than that with no backing plan, no white paper. I'm not, once again, this is not financial advice. We are not financial advisors.
You're literally in a garage.
We're in a garage. As you can see, that's my garage door there.
There it is.
There it is, the garage door. So for entertainment purposes. But Alex, what are your thoughts on that?
So if you're talking about like Moon River or Polkadot or anything going to, 50 or, 100 billion, 200 billion, ridiculous market cap, I do think, and that's something I think about, it's like, where is Bitcoin going to be at that point? It's going to be at 3, 4, 5 trillion. We're going to see Ethereum at 2 trillion. So everything that is, already going to stick around and kind of like strong fundamentals, whatever, is going to keep going up. And you're going to see a lot of coins that are pushed up. And that's kind of one of the reasons that we wanted to do this, is like, we see it coming and we see so much potential in the market because, like we're saying, like under 20% of people really are interested or aware and in tune. Maybe they've heard of it, but not really like in crypto yet. So they don't see the potential, and it's just so crazy how much potential. So, you get, 30, 40, 50%. Once it becomes really mainstream, like a lot of these prices are going to go up because everybody wants a piece. Everybody's interested. Everybody's curious, at least to own a little bit, see how it works. So, I don't think it's unreasonable. If it's not Moon River, it's going to be a lot of other things that are like, 20, 30, 40, $1 billion market cap, because, Bitcoin's sitting pretty at 5 trillion or something crazy. And it's just like we're under 3 trillion of the total market cap right now, right? Was it 2.3 today? 2.4 is somewhere around there.
2.36.
Yeah.
Let me go back and pull that up.
Yeah. Right.
2.37.
And honestly, in the next couple of years, that's not going to be anything. I mean, that's going to be a joke. You think that? I think honestly, 10 trillion. I know that sounds ridiculous at the moment, but dude, as society just keeps going, and younger people are so willing to adopt and into new things that are beneficial, not just hype, that I don't think there's any way that's kind of an inevitable conclusion. That's the Thanos snap right there. It's just, I'm coming. You can't do anything about it. And I don't think a lot of people think in those terms, but if you really sit and kind of think through it, I think that's the only way it goes. The only thing really that could happen, which is not going to happen, is all these things have bugs and stuff, and people's money gets ripped out because they're unsecured networks and stuff, which isn't going to happen. But that's the only way out I see crypto. And then what happens? Then they kind of reconsolidate and make better things and then grow again. Crypto is never going anywhere. It's unbannable, frankly. I don't think, does anybody understand that? That's such a strong, crazy selling point to crypto that it's just so beyond bannable that people are just going to keep doing it, I know other countries, there's multiple that have been banned and people still use it because it's what are you going to do? You can't track me. So it's just an interesting time that we live in. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of cool stuff. 1 inch. You want to talk to me about 1 inch? I don't know nothing about 1 inch, sir. There's a lot of, jokes aside, we do joke a lot about some of the names because they're just so goofy that people put out there. Any funny recent ones? There's Dogelon Mars, and I got a crack out of Elon's sperm. I thought that was funny. A couple months ago, the crack. But people meme so hard. It's you can't even fault them. Honestly, making coins isn't even that hard. I've looked it up just out of curiosity, or in my YouTube feed, somebody can make a coin in 10 minutes. I think I've seen maybe longer, but it's very low effort. I actually watched a video yesterday about a guy that made $4 million in a day because he made a joke coin, told people not to buy it, and then people still bought it and pumped it up. And he actually really did the ethical thing. He burned some tokens. He locked a bunch of stuff up. He didn't just dump his coins, and he's trying to figure out oh no, I can't just turn it off. So it's kind of funny. It kind of made him be more responsible, which I love, and I really respect that. But yeah, there's a lot of funny stuff, a lot of very hard memeing coming out of this out of crypto, So anyways.
So we talked about the top 10, top 20. I just want to talk about the top 100. 100 is one of those where you probably ask yourself, well, if you got to talk about the top 10, top 20, what does the top 100 look like? Well, I've never heard of these, but the top 100 is actually Icon. Sitting at $1.31 at a market cap of $887 million. Who knows? Icon might be in the next top 20. We never know. I haven't looked into it. I haven't looked into the use case or what chain it's on. But yeah, I just want to tell you that cryptocurrency is an ever changing, ever evolving machine. It's like the T1000 or T800, Terminator. It just doesn't stop coming. It just never sleeps, never eats, never has emotions. It just keeps running 24/7. Sure. And I love it.
Yeah, I can almost guarantee you there's a coin that's under $5 that is insanely undervalued because somebody just started working on it yesterday or the last couple months and really feels convicted and has really good use case, and it's going to pop off, and you're going to be why didn't I see it? Well, the truth is there's 15,000 coins, so you can't be too bummed out about it, but there's stuff out there, and that's where it really pays. You want to sit down and just look and get to know other people that want to, look for coins, I think you can do it. But it's it's probably not going to be Christmas Floki X token. there's a lot of SHIB alternate coins, like a lot of Inu coins that just crack me up, man. And you kind of get to the point where you just read it and you go yes or no, yes or no. You just kind of like mentally compartmentalize, and you kind of have to overgeneralize because there's just too much information. But it is crazy to see. I mean, I think I saw one once that was like 10 or 20,000%. These are the biggest gainers, right? And you're like, yeah, until the person that like created it dumps it. I mean, it's such a good, like, it's super unethical and it's wrong, but it's such a like good, ingenious way to make money. Like, I don't recommend it. I'm not endorsing it. I think it's terrible. But if you can figure out how to do it and you got people to pump you up, I mean, for sure, people do it. But yeah, it's really silly. I mean, I just hope, I hope that most people don't get in through TikTok or Instagram or people promoting all this nonsense trash coin meme coins and just get burned, and then they don't get interested in crypto. At least my hope is that they'll go, okay, I got burned. Why did I get burned? And start to question that. And like, what was that thing? And why did I, get burned on that? And what were the issues? And what can I look for next time to do better? Because hopefully people don't get turned off permanently is kind of my thing. And, it's going to happen to some, but hopefully not, too many people. So we got anything else?
I'm good, man. I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, learned something. If anything, if you don't learn a whole lot, that you're just here with us along the ride and you're having a good time. We're trying to just have some fun, and there's a lot of things that happen in the market. So we're just trying to kind of keep a general pulse and kind of tell you guys our thoughts and our journey, because we're just going along with everybody else trying to figure this thing out. So there's a lot here. There's a lot of information. So, yep.
If you didn't know, now you know. Once again, thank you for joining us at 2Dudes, 1Garage.
Yes, sir.
2Dudes, 1Garage. Well, hope to see you at the next video, and please, we'd love to hear what you have to say about us.
Yeah.
If it's negative or positive, we just want to hear it to improve. Also, if you want us to talk about anything else, let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment. Yeah, let us know. We're open to anything. Like he said, like Alex said, is like everyone's learning here. Even though he's a knighted PhD molecular science engineer of cryptonic currency.
I do, as much as I've learned, and I talked to Leo, and this is something we've been doing for a long time. I learn a lot from him, and I just think that's, if you're going to be smart in this space, like that's a really good way to go about it, is be willing to learn from others and pick up a lot, because there's just so much. I mean, like I said, 15,000 coins. There's going to be some really good ones in there. And if you're not learning from other people, you're probably not getting the best you can get. So anyways, is that it?
That's it, man.
Tuning out. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Later.